Welcome back to Gill the Fan, where we talk everything baseball, especially everything controversial and crazy. Lenny Dykstra was a Major League Baseball center fielder who played for the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets, who he won a World Series championship with in 1986. Despite his abilities on the field, Dykstra's legacy has been marred by an extensive amount of legal trouble. In 1991, Dykstra was injured after crashing his car into a tree in Pennsylvania after attending the bachelor party of teammate John Kruk. His passenger, Darren Dalton, was also injured. Dykstra's blood alcohol content was over double the legal limit. He was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, speeding, and reckless driving. He was later arrested in 1999 for the sexual harassment of a 17-year-old female who was an employee at a car wash he owned. However, the criminal charges were eventually dropped. In 2005, Dykstra was sued by a former business partner, Lindsey Jones, who alleged that he not only took steroids, but that he also asked Jones to place bets on Phillies games in 1993 when he was still an active player on the team. In 2009, he would file for bankruptcy and was banned from both of his foreclosed multi-million-dollar properties in Lake Sherwood, California. Dykstra was accused of vandalizing the properties and failing to maintain the homeowner's insurance. In 2010, he was accused of lying under oath, improperly hiding and selling assets, and repeatedly acting in a fraudulent and deceitful manner during his bankruptcy case. In 2010, adult entertainment star and escort Monica Foster declared that Dykstra had hired her but paid her with a bad check. Next, in 2011, Dykstra's housekeeper accused him of sexual assault, stating that he had forced her to perform oral sex on him. Later that same year, he was arrested for separate grand theft charges. He also faced charges of embezzling from a bankruptcy estate. In 2011, he was sentenced to house arrest after his bankruptcy fraud indictment. Lenny Dykstra faced up to 80 years in prison if convicted on all charges, which included embezzlement, obstruction of justice, bankruptcy fraud, making false statements to bankruptcy court, and concealing property from the bankruptcy court. He was later arrested and charged with 25 misdemeanor and felony counts of grand theft auto, identity theft, filing false financial statements, and possession of cocaine, ecstasy, and human growth hormone. Dykstra was next charged with indecent exposure after placing ads on Craigslist looking for an assistant or housekeeper. It was alleged that when the victims arrived at Dykstra's residence, they were told that the job also required massage services and that Dykstra exposed himself. He was given a 9-month sentence for lewd conduct. In 2012, Dykstra pleaded guilty to 3 felonies: bankruptcy fraud, concealment of assets, and money laundering. He admitted to hiding, selling, or destroying over $400,000 worth of items that were supposed to be part of his bankruptcy filing. He was sentenced to 6.5 months in prison and 500 hours of community service. In 2018, Dykstra was arrested for drug possession and for uttering terroristic threats after reportedly holding a gun to an Uber driver. Former teammate Ron Darling accused Dykstra of hurling racist taunts at Red Sox pitcher Oil Can Boyd during the 1986 World Series. He was supported in his denial of this by former teammates Dwight Gooden, Kevin Mitchell, Darryl Strawberry, and Wally Backman. Dykstra sued Darling for defamation in 2020, but the case was dismissed as the judge cited Dykstra's documented reputation as being racist, misogynistic, anti-gay, a sexual predator, a drug abuser, a thief, and an embezzler. That's it for Gill the Fan today, and remember what I always say: positive things happen to positive thinkers. Who said that? Coop, and he was the greatest player I ever played with.